This is gonna do a number on my claustrophobia. Ooh, but it's warm. It's very warm down here. Kind of humid. All right, that's what I'm looking at right now. Let's find some bats. All right, it's early morning here. The sun's just coming up, and I am on my way about 2.5 hours north to this cave system that is home to one of the rarest bat species in Florida. They're really cool, they're really cute, and I hope to find some so I can show you guys. So like I said, it's a 2.5 hour long drive. It's gonna be a long trip for me, but for you guys, you'll be there with just a snap of my fingers. So I was finally able to find a bat after being down here for about an hour. And she's right up here. I'll get you up close to see her. Right there. There she is. Now this is a tricolored bat, formerly known as the eastern pipistrelle. And the reason I know what species this is, because there are multiple species down here in Florida. The reason I'm able to tell what species this is because of a few factors. Starting with the physical characteristics, you look at her wings. See how they're kind of pinkish in color? That is very typical for a tricolored bat. And then if you look at her actual back, it's silver. I know it's hard to see, but her back is silver. And as you work your way up towards the head, it transcends into this brown color. And I'm not sure of the origins of the name for this species. Excuse me, but I'm assuming the three colors played a factor in naming this bat. And it was formerly known as the eastern pipistrelle because it was thought at one time that this species was related to the pipistrelles in Europe, but they're not. This species, look at those giant ears. That's something I really want to highlight, is just the echolocation that these guys use to get around. So they don't actually see like you and I do. They don't actually see the world with their eyes. They use those giant ears, and they emit a noise, and that noise will bounce off of a lot of objects and return to those ears, and it gives them a visual in their head of their surroundings. So the way that I look at a rock and I see the crevices and just the texture, when they emit that noise bounces off the crevices, the texture returns to those ears, and they're able to draw a map in their head. And they're actually not the only species to do that. There are many species, including humans, will use echolocation. I've seen and heard many stories of where individuals that are deaf will actually use a stick or use their mouths. They'll make a noise like, and that noise will bounce off of their surroundings. And I guess their sense of hearing is so heightened that it allows them to move about the world with accuracy. Just like I'm able to view the world and navigate with my eyes, these guys and other species are able to navigate with their ears. So I think that's very cool. Now these guys, they are found throughout the eastern portion of the United States. Their southernmost range is down here in Florida. So I'm in central Florida, and this is their southernmost range, and they extend all the way up through the United States and into southern Canada. And they are insectivorous. So they will use that echolocation to pinpoint where an insect is and then hone in on it with dead accuracy. And that's how they hunt. Now, bats in general, they will hibernate during the wintertime. But down here in Florida, it really doesn't get cold enough to kill off the insects. So it will stay warm enough and the insects will be active year round. So as long as the insects are active, these guys are also active. And another thing I wanted to highlight, as I was saying, the physical characteristics of this bat, the coloration of this bat, lets me know with almost 100% accuracy of what species I'm dealing with, but also based off of where I am in a cave, leads me to believe that this is a tricolored bat. And that's because of all the bat species in Florida, this is the only one that will roost in a cave. All the other species of bat, including the male tricolored bat, don't roost in caves. They roost in trees, the Spanish moss, old buildings, barns, things of that nature. So the female, based off of the scientific data, the scientific research, where they go out and they collect bats and they just monitor and study the bats in each cave system, the vast majority of them are female. So that information, and also the fact that this is the only bat that I have found, because tricolored bats, they don't roost in large numbers like other bats. They're pretty much solo. So all of that information tells me that I'm dealing with a tricolored bat. A very cool little mammal. Well, I'm gonna leave her be. She's been very cooperative, but thank you guys for tuning in. And remember, live the wildlife and respect it too.